Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Mountaineers will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Demon Deacons offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Robinson will throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He looks that one in nicely. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. And the Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Mountaineers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Hard running there. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, But down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll go with a direct snap. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. The give to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Mountaineers will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. He got flushed outside the pocket. Listen, it's okay. You can throw an incompletion. Don't create a turnover. Don't try to force it. At least the quarterback took care of the football.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, App State.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick 6. Doesn't get much worse than that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Robinson looking to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. He slings it deep to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Try to get it on the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Robinson will throw. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Dialing up a second down pass play. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deeks.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he steps out of bounds at the 2-yard line. What a terrible decision on that one. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. After the misfire, now on second down. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Soft spot in the middle. The expressway is wide open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. That's one way to avoid a safety. Just get it to the other end of the field, and that's what they did. They've got it 1st and 10. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Demon Deacons will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it. So, of course, you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
They'll run it from the gun. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. He now has 63 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Great move. Now he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTEP is down right now inside the Sun Bowl, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in El Paso. They're trailing by just 4 to Middle Tennessee. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Robinson looking to pass. Fighting off the defender. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. And the Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Looking to move it through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll go to the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. They've been running it, but now the pass. It's complete. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And the Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He'll keep it himself. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more really good execution by this offense. He leaves it with his back. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. On first down from the 13-yard line. Robinson will throw. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught behind the line. It's Freeman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Fires to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And that's a really... defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Snags it down the right side. All kinds of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And the stomping has commenced. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
35, Wake Forest, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Going up top on first down. He's got his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Line getting set on 2nd down. Robinson looking to pass. Got a man. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Cook. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Buys a little time. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Into the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, App State. And the pummeling has started. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if he'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Pocket starts to collapse. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll throw it on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent.